Hi, Elisa. How are you doing? Good morning to you, or is it good evening? Oh, she looks good. Hi, Elisa. How are you doing? Good morning to you, or is it good evening? I felt kind of weird though when you were saying she was hot like you. Then I thought maybe Cash is just a play with hormone. I really do not trust. Um, I don't trust mother mother's friends with son. Most times, those friends are. I don't want to say anything, but I've heard a lot of things about mothers' friends. In fact, I've met like several guys that said they had their first intimacy with mother's friends. So I'm not really too keen about mother's friends getting close to the sons. Most of Let me not say most of them. Some of them are evil. Like, and you know how guys feel normally, even if you know their mom's friends have like intimacy with them at a young age, they'll feel like she's doing them a favor. Like, honestly, they wouldn't see it as anything. Most of them. All right, just hold on. Let me pull the cards. What did you say her name? Her name is again. Hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Monica. Interesting, but they call her Money. All right. Okay, you said during our last visit, he said she moved into a studio apartment downtown and she pays a lot of money for tiny apartment compared to mine. Is much bigger and less money. Who is Cash Friend's mom? Hi, Janita. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Please like the stream. Um, Janita. So this is a donation live stream. Um, if you want a reading, you can donate. I can give you one free reading when you donate because this is your first time of being here. All right. Please also subscribe to the channel as well. I'm doing great. Thank you. So I think, okay, let me pin the. So I have three specific questions for 1111, and um, so if you check the pin message, you'll see the link. All right, so Lisa, let's come back to you. So you just want to know who she is, right? Not what she's, what the nature of their relationship is. Let me know, please. You're welcome. Yeah, you have to donate. Um, you have to donate. What's the thing with her? Interesting. I trust they are just friends. Okay, it's possible. Yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on here between them. I just didn't like his scared not to get jealous. Yeah, it sounds weird to me as well. So, but let's see what's going on between them. The relationship between. Oh my God! I've not even started. I've not even started shuffling. Oh my God! Oh my goodness! All right, Six of Cups. I don't like this, but let's just. Oh my God! All right, clarify Six of Cups, please, for the relationship between Cash and Monica. Clarify the Six of Cups. Okay. Five of Wands. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I wanna move further. I wanna pull more cards, but it's gonna take your second question. Do you want it like that, or I should just stop here? All right. But then, okay. What was this conflict all about? What was this conflict all about? Three of Cups. Interesting. How does it make her feel about that? How does it make her feel about Cash? Oh, no. Oh my God. Hmm. Oh. What does it get from this one? What does it get from this one? What does it get from this one? What does it get? That is so important. Okay. Ah, wow. Very interesting story. Okay. So the first card here is the Six of Cups. I don't like this because Why I don't like it is because this is a card of like somebody you've known for a very long time. You know, this is a card of maybe somebody you've known from high school. Okay, someone you've known from high school. It could also be the card of siblings relationship, like two siblings, right? But this card talks about connection to either your age grade or your siblings, okay, and maybe your ancestral connection. And the other kind of relationship that this card talks about is love relationship, because it brings two people of different ages together. That makes sense. So this energy tells me their relationship goes way back, and it's not healthy because, I mean, from way back, he was a child, if that makes sense. Okay, he was very young, maybe in his teenage years. So this makes me believe that something unhealthy happened in this connection. All right. Um, but the good news is that I don't see it going too far. But let me tell you. So you have the Six of Cups, and then you have the Five of Wands. It means that there was a clash some years back. All right, years ago, there was a misalignment between them, and this misalignment, this Five of Wands, shows that one person wanted something and the other person didn't want it. Okay, so you have Three of Cups. This close relationship started way back, which is unhealthy. So I would say between them there is flirtation. I'm not saying sex, but I feel like somebody between the both of them, somebody wanted a relationship, somebody wanted more, but one person didn't agree to it. So there's a very close, you see this Three of Cups, this Three of Cups is also the energy between friends or the energy between siblings as well. Not the energy between, a teenager and an adult, if that makes sense. So this tells me that they've had an unusual relationship for a very long time, unusually close for a very long time. And although this didn't get to, intimacy because one person didn't allow it to get there. If that person had allowed it to get there, these two people would have been lovers, if that makes sense. Okay? Now, before I go to a part of the situation, let me go into the guy's part, okay? How he feels about her. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Strength card, Six of Swords, and Page of Cups. I've told you before that Cash may be looking stupid outwardly sometimes. He may be acting like, oh, he's loose and all that stuff. But this guy is not loose. Let me just tell you, he's deep. He's deeper than what you see on the outside, okay? And he's very, he has restraints. He's disciplined, all right? He has he's principled, okay? So this tells me a very young energy, all right? So this also tells me willpower. This shows willpower, inner strength, okay? This is positivity anyways, and this is slow to movement. So I'll tell you that Cash was the one that refused. And if you look at this energy, you have the Six of Swords. So he's the one that moved away from, starting this unholy relationship with this woman, right? So I think from what I'm seeing here, she's somebody that is very close to, that he actually talks to about, especially when he has issues, maybe relationship issues, or he is confused about something about life. This woman helps him navigate some of his issues. Okay, so she's somebody he actually talks to about stuff. Okay, but he keeps it very controlled. He doesn't do. He doesn't. He likes her, yeah. He likes her, but he. I don't feel like there's deep feelings here from his end. Okay, so he likes her as a friend, but there is, when I look inside of him, there's a lot of restraint when it comes to um, his energy towards her, meaning that he has boundaries in the relationship. So he keeps his boundaries intact. Okay. Now let's go to this woman. Let's go to this woman. This woman is standing here as the other woman. Yeah. And look at this. You have the magician and the Four of Swords. Do you know what this means? This is her energy towards her. She manipulates him. I feel like the relationship is still intact because she manipulates the relationship. She uses, by the way, she's spiritual. It's showing here, very spiritual. She uses mental manifestation, mental manipulations on him to keep the relationship intact. Does that make sense? Okay. There are a lot that she keeps, that she's holding back because she cannot say them, she cannot show them, because he did not allow her to do that, because he has boundary in the connection. Okay, so she manipulates him, she manipulates the connection. And look at this, she's appearing as the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess. This is a very powerful energy. This is also the energy of, oh, he didn't date me energy. And this is the energy of hiding, being manipulative and hide. Like, this is the energy of knowing more than they say. All right. This is the energy of being very wise, but holding it back, hiding part of her. Okay. And then you have this energy, the Tower. Honestly, I feel like this woman manifests a breakup for him. All right. So, she wants him, basically. She wants him. She wants to date him. And she feels jealous when another woman comes close to him, right? Thank you, Solly. She feels very jealous when another woman comes close to him, and then she pretends to be a friend. All right, she pretends to be a friend, and then she actually um, manifests a breakup between him and other women. I think, honestly, this is not healthy, but he doesn't realize this, though. He doesn't know. So what is Monica's energy towards cash, please? What is Monica's energy towards cash? I told you. So you have the hidden agenda. What did I say? Like, look at this. Spiritual interference. I said it. I said it. Immediately you told me, oh, the mom's friend. I do not like mom's friends getting close to the sons. It's always something else. What's her intention to? What's her intention towards cash? So you have this card, new path activated. Oh, jeez. destiny shifts. Even the manifestation is more than manifestation. It's spell work, and you have delayed movement. This, sorry, I wanted to curse because I'm I'm a little bit pissed. This woman in question interferes with his direction in life, basically his relationship, even his work. This is not just mental manifestation, this is spell work. Okay, what is our intention here towards cash? What is our intention towards cash? Our intentions are hidden. The moon. My God. Shit. Hold on. What's our intentions here? I hope I'm not buffering. All right. Remember when I did a reading, have I ever said that he's stressed in his work? Or maybe work is slow? Have I ever said that? Because this woman, she's, I feel like she slows down his work. She interferes with his work spiritually. Like, she blocks him, basically. She thinks about this guy, like, she thinks about him repeatedly, repeatedly, like every minute of the day, if that makes sense. You know, and she tries to control his life, his relationship. Oh my God. My next question is, where do I fall in this friendship? That's not a good question though. I'm sure she knows about me. Where do you fall? Where do you fall? I don't feel like that's a good question because he has no intention of dating this woman. He is not dating this woman. All right. It feels like he has a friend, but unknown to him, this is an enemy. Okay. Somebody who is angry with him that um he didn't date her. So she manipulates him a lot, manipulates his life a lot. Okay. For a second, I thought it was. Does it? Is the sound too loud? Is my device? Bird sounds. I thought it was real birds. Yes, yes. Obviously, maybe it's a recording of real bird, obviously, but it's not real. It's not real. It's nice. Yeah, I do like it too. Oh my gosh, this woman is an enemy. Oh my God, no. Oh, no. So she may be the woman I've been seeing that is standing like an ex or something. You know. Wow, this is not nice at all. Second question. Um, what will be your second question? And she likes validation. She likes to feel like the only woman in the room. She likes attention, male attention. So she positions herself to get that validation from especially men. He looks at other women when he's with me. Not a good energy. Can you help me word the question? What question do you want to ask? Like, where do you fall into? I don't feel like that's a good question because we already know where how this guy feel about you. Okay. Um, unless you want to check if she's directly, you know, putting, interfering energetically between you and him or something. Obviously, she knows about you. Like, would he even be a loyal? Or okay, if that's okay, maybe I'm overthinking. Honestly, honestly, we've talked about this relationship between you and this guy. Okay, there is that sometimes there is that fear of will this person is everywhere. Like especially like sometimes it could be from the woman's side where she wonders if the man can be faithful to her, especially if the man is appearing as somebody who flirts or someone who looks at women, you know, basically, right? But we don't know yet if um that's a core issue because I mean you guys there is no tag to your relationship, if that makes sense. So I've told you before to you need to sit down and ask yourself, what do you really want with this guy in question? I mean, that's the first question, right? That's the first question you need to ask. Then, once you've answered that question, if it's very, very positive and you feel like, oh, I want to be with this guy, and let me tell you, relationship, whether the person is a flirt, whether the person is not a flirt. Everybody have the ability to flirt, and everybody also have the ability to stay loyal. Okay, it's how they view relationship and you know their commitment to their partner, right? And every successful relationship you see is a product of hard work. Relationship is not easy. It's hard. It's work. Okay, it's work. Um my I was talking to a married friend some days ago, a guy, right, from my high school. He's married and he was telling me, oh, that for you to make marriage work, you need to make some certain sacrifices that you may not even be able to say outside. But those things work for you and you do them within your relationship, within your marriage, for it to work. And you don't need to measure yourself with the next relationship because what works for the next person will not work for you. Do you understand? So it has to do with your decision to whether or not you want to be with this person. And that will influence how you move in the connection. Okay? Personally, I believe that a woman, a woman has the power. Naturally, a woman has that energy to control a man to an extent, if that makes sense. Okay, a woman have that energy because men are naturally smitten by women. Basically, there is something about a woman, there is a charm inside of a woman. That feminine energy is like a spell to men. So when used in the right way, okay, you can actually build a relationship with the right person, the right guy. That makes sense. Okay, if there is love, if the guy cares about you, then you can work with him, from my perspective, right? Um so if you want us to ask if he will be loyal, we can ask that question, right? We can ask that question, like, what energy will it give you if you guys start a relationship? Would that be okay to ask that question? Okay. So this card is already coming out, but I want to put it back and reshuffle, right? Nine of Cups. See, this is wish fulfillment. This is the first card that came out for the question. Will he be loyal to you if you guys start a relationship? And the Nine of Cups came out. So that's a very positive sign. And then you have the Five of Cups. Tell me about Five of Cups. Why is it here? I feel like this is him. This is him. Eight of Pentacles. All right. So the simple answer to that question is yes. Hold on, I want to check something. You say he looks at other women when you guys are together. It's nothing serious. Maybe, maybe to spite you, basically. Part of it is me to spite. Like, I pull the cards and there's nothing there, basically. All right. So yes, he can be loyal to you. All right. There is a deep, there is a deep longing in him. There's a deep wound in this guy, or a deep longing to be with that woman that cares about him. Okay, he is coming up as wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. All right. There's a deep longing inside of him to, to find somebody that will be his wish fulfillment, somebody that will really, care for him, somebody he can actually be with. That's why I keep telling you that this guy is not the simple guy who you just see on the road and you see on the way and then boom, you guys are in a sexual relationship. He's not that type of a person, even though he appears to be. Okay, so this energy shows me that um, uh, he can make adjustments. Okay, and he can be a good person. There is something you will deal with if you decide to be in a relationship with him. You have Five of Swords and Knight of Swords. Sometimes it says things that are annoying. All right, like he may want to win a conversation. There's a side of him that may say something annoying just to win a conversation, or just to win at that point in time. Basically, he has that attitude. Okay, so that's a side, that's like a downside to him, right? And then how would you feel if you're in the relationship with him? If you're in a relationship with him, you have Eight of Pentacles and then you have Page of Swords. Um, it seems like, yes, it's like a work in progress energy, but then you will be constantly watching him. I don't think you should do that. Like, don't bother yourself doing that. Don't bother yourself. Don't feel disturbed about these things. Honestly, don't feel disturbed about these things. Just put in the work and be positive about it. Okay, he's not such a bad person. He's somebody you can work with, but you have to manage his, you have to be wise when you deal with him. And I feel like you can control him with your feminine energy as well. Okay, in fact, he's not too difficult. The way I say him is not too difficult of a man. Okay, it can be easily controlled. Can be easily controlled. So yeah, he's not a bad person. Yeah, he can be loyal. He's deep. He's a very deep person. Emotionally, he's a very deep person. He's not somebody that another woman can just come from nowhere and take away. He's not that type of a man. Okay, because he has deep emotions. And for you to get to that deep part of him, he needs time. So that is why just a flirtation energy will not fly with him. That's just the truth. Even if he pretends to be that kind of a person. Okay. What? Okay. You should continue to, if you want to be with him, continue doing your manifestation on him, and he already loves you. It's different if maybe you're doing it on. And I don't advise that for somebody that doesn't have feelings for you, but the feelings are already there. So you just need to work on him. That's all. That's all. And things will happen naturally. That's what I see here. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I have for you. I hope that really helps. Thank you so much for your donation, and your presence is highly appreciated. And thanks for coming. You're welcome. All right, Solly, please post your question. Mhm. All right. What's going on between Nada and Bayan? Trying to figure out if anything romantic is there. Do you see them together online? Ooh, there's something. All right, straight up, very straight up answer. Okay, so you have the Six of Cups. It means they've known each other from the past. Okay, they've known each other from the past, and there's an energy of reconciliation here. Okay, um, Two of Cups supposed to be the what is going on between them right now. So it means that there has been talk about being in a relationship between each other. All right, so there's a talk about coming together and starting a relationship between them. But then this is his energy towards her, Two of Wands. Not sure if he wants to be in this connection. This is her energy towards him, the Star card, hopeful that this relationship will work out. Again, this is his feelings towards her. Pressure, stressed. He feels like someone is pressuring him, and this is her feelings towards him, and what she wants in the connection. 10 of Cups. So basically, this is there's friendship between them. There's friendship between them. Um, and there's been talk about relationship between them. So they are supposed to be in a relationship right now, but he is not bringing that energy into the connection. He feels stressed, very stressed. He also feels very pressured in here. It looks like his mind is not in this connection. All right. While the lady is very hopeful that this connection is going to lead to marriage, if that makes sense. Okay. So there is something that looks like a relationship between them, but it's not a relationship. I will call this friendship. Whether they've talked about a relationship or not, it's not working. All right, because he's not making it work. All right, his heart, his mind is not inside. Is not in this, relationship. All right, but the lady's heart and mind and soul and body is into this relationship. But this is not a relationship because to me it's not, because it's not coming from both ends, if that makes sense. So that's the current situation right now between them. That makes sense. I hope that helps. All right, your second question. So his company recently had a party after the event. They went to the strip club posted online. How does she feel about that? Verified kind of anti-process. He's actively spying on him, just so you know. And how does she feel? Queen of Swords and the Moon card. He's secretly angry about it. Secretly jealous, secretly angry about it. She's also secretly angry over the situation between him and her. The fact that he is not, forthcoming with his feelings towards her. Is cold. So he's acting cold towards her, right? And with her, he's a strength card. Like his guard is up. He's putting boundaries in this connection. Okay. Um, he's not open towards her, right? And she also knows something. You have the King of Pentacles. There may be somebody else that he cares for, all right? Somebody that he may not be in a relationship with anymore. You have the World card energy, all right? So she feels like she's pissed with the whole situation, the fact that he doesn't give her the kind of energy that she wants, he doesn't give her, he doesn't open up to her, he's not vulnerable with her, and there is no love coming from there. Okay, so everything makes him angry. So it's not just the strip club incident. She's very jealous about that. Um, no, I said she's actively watching him, all his steps. Okay, very very active in watching him, and she doesn't show her emotions most times to him. How she feels about, you know, the strip club incident. She's angry about it. She's jealous about it, and and the fact that he's not open to her, he's not vulnerable with her, he doesn't show her love, he's always very calculative when dealing with her, and very defensive. And she also notices that um he may care for someone else more than her. She's very aware that he cares for another person, another woman, if that makes sense. And everything is what bothers and annoys her. But you know what? She doesn't show that annoyance to him. She keeps it under wraps, and she wears a mask and pretends like everything is okay. She does this because she doesn't want this guy to run away from her, if that makes sense. Completely, like, um he doesn't want the communication to end, if that makes sense. Okay? But he's not in love with her. Um, okay. Do you know what I just heard when you asked that message? I heard it loud and clear when you asked that question, the third question, will they end up getting engaged or married? And then I heard a voice saying, it's high time you take, you know, it's high time you, what was the message again? I'm almost forgetting it. The voice came and said, it's high time you solely take responsibility for your relationship. Like, is that high time you start working on that? That was the message I just got for you now. If that makes sense. So let's go back to the question. Will they end up getting engaged or married? Will they end up getting engaged or married? It means that not everybody that relationship just works out for like that. Sometimes you need to do some work under the scene. You need to control situations under the scene. Okay? Because sometimes when you just sit down waiting for things to happen, they may not happen, especially when there are interferences. Okay? There are a lot of people that do things under the scene that you don't know about. That makes sense. Even with money, with business, with relationship. There are some people that things work out for, everything work out for, you think is normal. It's not natural. There's something that they do that you don't know about. That makes sense. and a lot of people do that. Most successful people have backup. All right. Ah, this woman in question is very wise. I'll tell you that. I give her that, honestly. I give her that. I admire her patience, honestly. So you have the Ace of Cups, you have the High Priestess. She's wise. You have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the um, King of Cups, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying that there is a possibility that she may win him at the end of the day if she keeps trying and she keeps applying the same wisdom that she's applying, because the cards are, they are very, very positive. All right. You have Two of Pentacles. You have Queen of Pentacles. She's the one giving. So let me tell you something. Sometimes, let me just tell you something. And I'm even going to drop this on my channel later. You see, you may see two friends. One wants a relationship, the other one doesn't want a relationship. Okay. All right, thank you, Elisa. So you may see two people, they are friends. One person wants a relationship, the other person doesn't want a relationship. But the person that wants a relationship understand the fact that, okay, this person doesn't love me, but I want them to love me. I want to be with them. And they start doing the right things, to make this person love them. Let me tell you something. Let me also tell you something. When two people becomes very familiar to each other and they become used to each other for a very long time, there is 90% possibility that they will fall in love with each other. It's very rare to see two people of the opposite sex, getting very close for a very long time, dealing with each other without them. They will get used to each other, and that familiarity will just translate to love. Okay. It's very rare, in rare occasions, that one person may not, want a relationship, maybe because they are in love with someone else and it's strong. But most times, when two people are friends, one person loves the other person, and they are very wise and patient. At the end of the day, the other person will fall in love with them because of that familiarity and the patience. So I see this woman. This woman is a very wise woman. In cases when this guy offends her, she doesn't say anything. She keeps it inside. She always try to show, that she's a peaceful person, that relationship with her can be peaceful, right? That relationship with her can be peaceful, right? And I feel like there's a little bit of manifestation that she does as well. And then I see her giving to him repeatedly, trying to make him fall in love. And what's the outcome? The outcome here is King of Cups. King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So if she keeps manifesting this guy and showing this guy love and care and hiding when she gets frustrated, at the end of the day, this guy will start noticing those things that she does, and he will start getting used to her energy naturally. Okay, this is not him falling under any spell. Okay, because of the perseverance and the manifestation, it will bring his awareness towards him, towards her. And what do you get? It will start caring for her because of that familiarity, because of the patience, because of her perseverance. And what will happen at the end of the day? It will give her a chance. So if she keeps at it, at the end of the day, it will get to a point where they will get engaged, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's work. That's why I always say, relationship is work. Okay, and if you get too used to somebody, you fall in love with them, whether you like it or not. And this lady, she's very wise. That's why I admire, the kind of person she is. I'm telling you, okay? I should give up on him. Well, well, I don't know. That's your decision. That's your decision. But my question to you, based on the message I got for you, how many men do you want to give up on? How many men do you want to give up on? You have to work on someone at the end of the day. You have to. Even if the person, as long as the person have the potential to be with you, they have feelings for you to an extent, and they've already told you, they've already defined it with you that, okay, I want to be with you, then that's enough for you to work on any relationship as a woman. Okay? And you don't need to always show, fine, clear communication is very important, but sometimes you need to use wisdom with these guys, because I'm not excusing men, right? But men act like women, children most of the times. And like I said, a woman's charm is her power. Men fall for that charm every single day. So you need to use that charm to bring them close to you, basically. At some point, you need to work on a man. That's it. You know, that's where I'm coming from, honestly. I'm talking from experience, and I'm talking from as a person, who lost a lot of guys in her 20s. I will give it to myself. I'm not praising myself, but I'll give it to myself. I'm very wise when it comes to life. I'm extremely wise. So, and I've met a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people. Sometimes you as a woman, you need to work on someone at the end of the day. However you want to do it. Okay? I mean, we are long distance. We fought in the past. It made me feel he wasn't interested, and now he's talking to her. So it just seems to her. Just work on yourself. For now, I would say just work on your aura when it comes to attracting, the man that you truly want. Work on your aura. Be intentional about it. If that is what you want, then you need to be intentional. Don't say, oh, other women sit down and people just go to them. So why should I be intentional? Why should I work on myself? Do you know what other women have done just to be in a relationship? You don't know. You don't know what they do in secret. Okay? So work on your aura. If it is you wish to manifest a guy, put in some work. Be intentional about it, and it will happen for you. Work on your aura. Like I keep saying this for people to work on their aura. They don't. The reason why I say this is because it's very, very important when it comes to, attracting what you want in life. You need to work on yourself, both energetically, both mentally, however you want to do it. You need to work on your aura, because that's what attracts people towards you. That's what attracts situations towards you. Okay? So manifesting the man of your dreams, if you are very intentional, it starts with when you're single, not when you get into a relationship. It starts with when you're single. All right? With you consciously thinking about the kind of man that you want and moving exactly in that way, right? So basically, that's my advice. That's what I see for you. If that makes sense. I'm working on myself, but I really wanted him, and it blew up in my face. So I don't know how it will work on him. Manifest him if you want him back. Manifest him. That's it. Do a mental manifest. If you don't know how to manifest, go and meet somebody to manifest him for you. Someone that you know that can manifest him for you. But let me tell you something. When it comes to manifestation, it's gradual. Don't expect overnight working. Okay? There are people that have been working on their aura for 2 years just for their aura to align with good things, not just relationship. So it's a journey in life that you need to embark on. If you really want to change your life, if you feel like where you are in life you don't like it, then you need to make conscious effort to change it, and your manifestation will change it. Your aura and the way you move will change what comes towards you next. Okay, so if you want this guy, manifest him. Let me tell you, the world is survival of the fittest. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. As long as a man is not married, then the man is for everybody. That is my own. That is my own. That's where I'm coming from. And personally, if a man loves me, if a man loves me, and he has said to me before, I want to be with you in a relationship, I want to marry you, and I want that guy, I'm going to get him. That's it. That's it. That's me. I don't know. I don't know about other people. Okay, so that's it. So you just giving up, well, there are other people that will not give up. For me, if your heart chooses him, your heart tells you this is the person for you, then go for it. Honestly, that's it. And when I say go for it, I don't mean calling him 100 times a day, telling him, "Oh, I want to love you." No, that's not the way to go. As a woman, you need to have steez. You need to have self-respect. Okay? Yes, you need to be classy. It doesn't mean running after him. It means going under the scene and bringing this guy towards you. Okay? Use everything that you have, your feminine charm, use your mental. If you want to manifest him back, manifest him. Whatever means you can use to get him back. Get him back, honestly. That's my advice, basically. Because if you want to give up on everybody, how many people can you give up on? As long as the guy is good, as long as he has the ability to take care of you, he has the ability to love you, and he has already, indicated interest before, then you're good to go. Honestly, that's the way I see it. Okay. When I was younger, I always give up as well. I always give up. I'm like, oh, I don't care. But then I realized after many years, I realized that I lost a lot of good people by not caring, by not. Although I was very naive anyway at the time, and I was. All right, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right, so I'm going to take. If you donated, after you donated again, let me know. But I'm going to take Lisa. All right, and then I'll come back to you. Is she around? Elisa, thank you so much for your donation. It's highly appreciated. Please let me know if you're around. Hi, hi. Thank you so much for your donation. So, please give me your question. Forgive me for revisiting the question. Okay, why do you see Cash wanting to possibly spite me by looking at other women, other female? Aren't you giving you're giving me signals too, right? As well, you are. All right. So basically, um, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, ten. Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups. Like, oh my god, he wants you to want him. Okay, he wants you to want him. He's holding on to your energy. All right. So you have Ten of Pentacles. You have something going on here, something big, but you're not really jumping on the opportunity. So you have Ten of Pentacles. You have Page of Pentacles. You have Ten of Cups. All right. Thank you. Sorry. You be next. You have Four of Pentacles, and then you have Six of Wands. Okay. The reason is Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. He wants you. This person, this guy, doesn't just want a surface relationship with you. I'll tell you that. He wants a deeper relationship. He wants a long-term relationship. This is marriage energy, though. All right. This is marriage energy. This is something that starts small and then, you know, progresses to marriage. Right. He wants to form a family with you, and this is why I'm not surprised when he asked you if you would like to get married to him, if you would like to have kids with him, because that's exactly what he wants with you. You know, um, okay, so like I said, he wants to have a family with you, all right, and he wants you to admire him the way other women admires him, and that is why he tries to make you jealous in that way. Not a good way of making you jealous, but you know, he tries to make you feel like he's wanted, he's appreciated by other people, right? And he holds on so much to your energy, and then he also feel like, you know, having you having a deeper relationship with you is like successful, is like success to him. It makes him feel like he is winning. There's a part of him that likes to win as well, all right? There's a part of him that likes to win, so he's trying to win you. He's trying to, like, you know, sweep you. It's a weird way of trying to sweep you off your feet, basically. So this guy is immature. I'll tell you that. He has a long way to go. But then there is nobody who had it all figured out even before they got married. And that is why some women like to date married men, because married men are mature. But then before those married men became married, they were also immature. It was inside the marriage they learn how to be mature, how to sacrifice, how to really treat a woman appropriately. You know, I'm not saying that it will not be good to you before the relationship or before the marriage, but marriage has a way of, you know, making people, especially men, very, very mature in relationships. Okay, so I am not surprised that he's not mature. I am not surprised that he has a weird way of showing some things. Okay, but this is just the reason why he does that. It feels like you will, you know, it will be more desirable to you, if that makes sense. That's why I flirt with other guys. Like, fucking, please, all eyes on me. This girl was dancing and he stepped back and checked her out. Have you tried? Okay, okay. Have you asked him why he does that? Playfully ask him, like, jokingly ask him why he actually behave that way, like, and see what he will say. Why didn't he come back? All right, let's ask that. Let's ask that. Okay. Should I ask that? Why didn't he come back to mow your yard? Next question. I'm actually okay. All right, so let's ask that. Shit. Tell me. Clarify the six of swords. Oh my god, you guys are funny. Clarify the six of swords, please. This is this is funny though. This is funny. So you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Justice. How do you expect somebody to come back and moan your lawn when the person asked you? You think he was joking when he asked you if you want to have a kid with him, like you want to get married to him. You did not answer that question, right? And then he emotionally blacked out of the situation, right? This is him. This is his energy towards, mowing your lawn. He doesn't mind, like he even wants to do it, but because you you didn't actually, show up the way he wanted you to show up. So basically, he walked away and he did that on purpose, if that makes sense. He's not showing it because he's hiding that feeling, right? You have the moon card here, and then you have the six of swords. So he deliberately checked out emotionally from that situation. Eight of cups and justice. If he feels like it's the right thing to do, like I don't understand. Do you think this is a friendship? I don't get it. This is not a friend. This thing that is happening between you guys is not friendship. Okay, this is feelings. This cannot be friendship. Let me just say, this cannot be friendship. And he's not coming close to you because he wants to be friends. Forget the fact that I told you before, oh, I want to be friends with you, blah, blah, blah. That's not what he wants right now. Okay? He wants you to be his. And it's going to show up if you are that way. Some guys are just like that, right? Some guys are like that. They will not do something for you, like, most times because they want something back. This is somebody who obviously wants something in return, and you're not showing up in the way he wants, basically. So it feels like the right thing to do is to, remove himself emotionally from the situation, which is what he's doing, right? So that's just the reason. No, I had a lot of sex with him. Did he tell you that he's looking for? Fine, he's looking for sex with you, right? But that's not what he wants. That's more than what he wants with you is deeper than that, and you're not giving it. And when a guy wants a relationship with you and you're just having sex with him, right? You begin to feel like you're using him. Do you know? Guys also feel that way too. When you're just women can also use men for sex, if that makes sense. So if a guy likes you, and again, let me just say something. Let me just say something. When you use a guy for sex, he falls in love with you. Quote me anywhere. It's just that a lot of women don't know this trick, okay? When you use a guy for sex, he falls in love with you. He will start wanting something more with you. So, meaning, what do I mean? And that is how some women change a fling into a real relationship. I'm going to put this on my channel as well. When a woman have sex with a man, what is a societal norm? The norm is the woman will start calling him 247. When the woman doesn't call him, he started beginning to wonder, why did she not call me? What's the problem? Right? Why is she not calling me? I just had sex with her. Normally she's supposed to be chasing me. And when the woman is not chasing him, he starts thinking about the woman often. And then when it's time to do it again and the woman calls him and say like, oh, can you come to my house or can I come to your house? And he says yes. And she goes there, she does whatever she wants to do with him, and she leaves and never calls back. The man starts getting angry that, oh my God, she's using me for sex. So that's it. That's the dynamics that a lot of women don't know about it. But do you know how I came to understand this? A guy told me this. A friend of mine who happens to be a player some years ago, told me about it that if you want a man to fall in love with you, like he's not forthcoming with asking you out and you want him to ask you out, use him for sex. And that's it. And you know what? I've tried it and it works. So basically, that's it. Okay. So he wants something deeper with you, not just the sex. Right? And that is why he didn't come to, do what he wants. Okay. So in case you don't know, if his feelings towards you go beyond what you think, and he feels deeply for you. And sometimes what you say, how you act, affects him deeply, even though he doesn't show it. It hurts him, you know. What you say to him hurts him. So he's very sensitive towards you, and you have this guy. You don't know that. You don't know how much control you have towards this guy. But it pains me a lot because you're not using it. You're not using it. Okay, you're not. So that's what I have for you. I hope that helps. He needs me to act. I don't understand what you said. He needs me to act of service to prove himself. I have not called him since we last saw each other. Interesting. That's nice. Has a guy ever told you before, if you like, break up with me? Let me ask you this question. Has a guy ever told you this before? If you like, break up with me, you're not going any, you're not going anywhere. Like, break up with me, you're not going anywhere. Like, it's you and I. Why do you think a guy will say that? Not that he's obsessed. He's not obsessed. He's not a stalker. He's just a regular guy who wants you. Exactly. And a woman who can get a guy to say that is a dangerous woman. Is a woman who can get any man to fall in love with her. So sometimes, apart from working on your oral, I think working on your oral, okay, doing rituals, working on your oral, doing cleansing bath helps to bring the right person towards you, right? When the right person comes, whether you manifest them or not, you know, the way you handle the relationship also matters. Okay, your mental, your emotional and mental maturity also matters a lot. If you know how these things goes, if you know guys very well, how they move, you know, you can actually get any man to fall in love with you. Telling you, and you can actually get any man to stay in love with you. Honestly, it's not by running after the guy, okay, but you make him run after you. That makes sense. And that takes a lot of emotional restraint, you know, for you to get to that point as a lady. I don't expect him to pay my bills because he loves me and knows I'm a girl who needs help sometimes. If a guy is in a relationship with you, yes, sometimes he needs to make all those little gestures towards you. And that's how guys show that they love you when they're in a relationship with you. They help you basically. Not paying your bills, but sometimes they may help you financially. Okay. All right, please give me your last question and then we'll go to sorry, sorry. All right, how is Cash feeling towards you today? How is it currently feeling towards Lisa today? Ooh, the tour card. You see the reason why I didn't come to your house to do that stuff that you wanted me to do. Oh my gosh, you're the one making him sad. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Okay, that's the truth. He's not feeling good. That's why you've not heard from him. All right. How does it feel about me today? How is that feeling about myself today? All right. So you see that he's in a bad place, you know, and it has to do with your last meeting when he asked you if you want to get married to him and you didn't say anything, like you just blew it off, like it didn't matter. All right. So he was actually serious about what he said, about his question. And like I said, you should have, you know, turned it into a conversation and really give your opinions about it and where you stand with him in the connection, right? So he was actually disappointed by the way your response, all right, the way you act, okay? He's actually feeling down because he feels like you do not want him. You have the Four of Swords, so he's taking a step back from you at this point in time. Um, I feel like it doesn't matter if he's talking about that and he's drunk, then he's serious. Then you have the Three of Wands, right? He may be waiting for you to reach out first as well. And you have the Five of Cups, disappointment, regret. He may even feel ashamed of telling you because you never gave him any cogent response, and he's also feeling like this is coming to an end. If that makes sense, it feels like you don't want him. All right, and you have this card. His energy towards you right now. Endings aren't always endings, so he's actually wishing that the relationship between you guys is starting again, like you guys start something again. Believe it or not, the time you told him that you wanted to end things really, really hurt him, and it feels like you're serious because um, he takes you seriously. Like he takes your word seriously. If that makes sense. And then you have this card. This card says you've always known the truth. You just refuse to see it. So honestly, he's just disappointed that you want to stay friends with him and you don't want to be in a relationship with him, and you also want to actually date other people as well. All right, and that actually made him downhearted, it made him disappointed, and he's making him kind of withdraw from you a little bit. Okay, and waiting for a better time when he's actually in a good mood, or when you reach out to him for him to like talk to you. So right now, I see him as somebody who is downhearted and disappointed, and he prefers to stay, to stay back, pull back his energy when he's in this situation. All right, you're giving him the impression that you want to stay friends, and he doesn't want to, stay friends. It's like you're giving him mixed signals as well, and he may somehow see you as a player as well, like you're playing around, you're joking around with him. And that is already disappointing him and making him feel like he just ended the relationship, even though, the relationship was not defined between the both of you before. All right? He's like butt naked, mumbling on my bed. Oh my god. I don't mean to make him sad. I didn't say anything because it was drinking. It was like falling asleep while talking. You should have a conversation with him the next day. You can still have a conversation with him. You can still ask him about those things. I didn't say anything because he was drunk, okay? And that's another problem. He never even wanted to call him his girlfriend, so I don't feel bad. Okay, if that's how you feel, but you can actually make him come to you and have those discussions, like when he's not drunk, right? You can make him come to you, can manifest him back. That's just what I'm talking about. If you really want him, okay? So um, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped, and thank you so much for the donation. It's highly appreciated. All right. Another thoughts and feelings towards you. All right. Let's see. If anybody wants to join my full moon ritual for Friday, you can join. Please reach out to me privately. Today is the last day of payment. This is the last day I'm taking payment. If you want to join for relationship alignment and to manifest somebody back into your life, or you want to manifest marriage, please reach out to me privately. All right. If you want to manifest healing as well, you can reach out to me. So let's go into your question. Um, Nala's, I'm not going to take that. Nala's thoughts, current thoughts, and feelings towards solitude. Current thoughts and feelings towards solitude. 2 of Pentacles. All right. And it is changing a little bit. You have the Knight of Swords, you have the 3 of Pentacles, you have 2 of Pentacles, you have 4 of Swords, and you have King of Wands. Okay. I want to pull one oracle card for another source and feelings towards solitude. Mind games, immature testing. All right, this energy is, it matches with this anyways, but let me explain something to you. This is somebody that goes back and forth. All right, so in their mind they go back and forth thinking about you. All right, so fleeting thoughts. This came to me as, fast thoughts. All right, 1 minute is thinking about reaching out to you, calling you, reconciling with you, at least if it's just on a friendship level. All right, the next minute is already thinking, so he has other things he's thinking about. You have 2 of Pentacles, he's juggling. So he goes between his mind, so that's why this mind games energy came out. So his mind goes between reaching out to you and pulling back his energy. So you have 2 of Pentacles, you have 4 of Swords, and you have King of Wands. So his energy towards you right now is attraction. He's attracted to you. He thinks about you a lot. All right, but there's also inner confliction inside of him and ego. All right, so 1 minute is thinking about you, the next minute is thinking about other things. He's thinking about pulling back his energy. So this is somebody who is indecisive, undecided yet about what they want to do with your energy. If it's feelings, right? He does have feelings for you. He has some feelings towards you. So you see, so he wants to have, he wants a reconciliation with the 6 of Cups here. This is what he wants from you, but he hasn't really brought himself to reaching out to you yet. Right? There are times where his whole thought is filled with you, and he feels like, oh, let me just reach out to her now. But then he pulls back his energy again when other things start creeping him. But let me tell you something. He's watching you. So if he has access to your social media page, he's watching those pages, right? So he's already in your energy, watching you, thinking about you, but undecided about reaching out for now. All right, so that's the current energy. It's current energy towards you. All right. Um, could it be me watching him? Of course, could be you, but look at this energy. This energy is like a mirror situation, so it's from both parties. From you, it's from him as well. Okay, so yeah, um, feel like it's from both of you because obviously this reading is watching you. I'm only doing donation reading right now. You can use the link in the pin message to donate. Okay. All right. Please post your second question. Sorry. Why did Nana break up with me? Is it because he didn't like me or think we are incompatible? Hmm. Wow. He's a traditional man. Do you know that? Like, he's a traditional man. I don't know your traditions, right? But he is a traditional man, and I'll tell you. Look at this, Ten of Swords. I don't know what you told him, but it felt like you shouldn't. Now, this is a little bit. This is a little bit not nice, but I'm going to tell you. He holds this mentality from the olden days. Okay, what does sorry for the do that really didn't like? What was the seven of wands here? Ooh, oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna tell you. You have the four of cups. Something you didn't sit well with him, right? And then you have eight of swords. He thought about it a lot. It gave him a lot of stress thinking about this because he has deep belief about some things that he felt like you are not aligned with, what he believed, and he consciously moved away from you with the six of swords, and he decided to remove his emotions. And then you have the eight of cups, right? um Under the deck is the knight of cups, and then you have two of cups. All right, so it's not like he doesn't love you. He does love you. He does love you, and he thinks about you more than he would like to admit. All right, but here comes the answer. You have the seven of wands because you tackled him. All right, you tackled him. You may, and how did you do this? By saying some things that he felt like you should not say as a woman. Basically, you should not tell him that as a woman. Like he communicated that you could not keep. I'm sorry, but this is the ugly truth. Ugly truth. Okay, he's a very traditional person and he holds views from the olden days. And I feel like, obviously he has been programmed to believe that from his family, if that makes sense, right? So he holds that view of a woman should not come out strong. You know how the society thinks a woman should not come out strong, a woman should take things and know how to handle things, even when the man is messing up, right? Like when the man is not giving you what you want. And let me just tell you the simple truth. To an extent, it's true. Like, if you really want it's just the real world. It is the real world. I'm telling you the truth. Not that you are going to shrink yourself or walk on eggshells, but to an extent, there are some things you would not tell a guy if, as a woman, if you are wanting to have a serious relationship with him. Most times, when you tackle a man that you care about, when you tackle him too much, you begin to think that, oh, you're not submissive. And this is the question. This is the question you have. The Queen of Wands. All right. It feels like you're not submissive and this will not bring peace between the both of you guys in future. It feels like, if he decides to be with you long term, there will be a problem. All right, that's just the reason that it feels like you actually tackled his ego as a man, if that makes sense. And to be sincere, men don't like that. Men secretly, even if they don't say it out, they secretly want their woman to, you know, be submissive to them. So why you, as a woman, as a modern woman, will not like openly take that, right? You should use wisdom when dealing with them. So it's not everything, like it's not all the time you want to say something to them. Sometimes you could just restrain yourself even when you're angry, right? And then you can come back later and deal with the issue and tell the person, oh, or tell the guy, oh, this is what you're doing that I really do not like. And in a quarrel with your person, don't go to the extreme, because when you say words, what you say, okay, you cannot take them back. Once you've already said those things, you've said them, and it will sit in that person's energy, it will sit in their mind, their subconscious, and they will have that at the back of their mind, if that makes sense. Okay. So, something you said and your behavior towards him communicated to him that you know um, um, you will not be submissive to him. Like you tackle his ego, and men do not like it when a woman tackles their ego. So you as a woman, you are feminine, right? The feminine energy is always is passive. All right. There's a way you control people like this without making them know that they will not know that you can. That's what I mean when I say a woman needs to get what she wants, right? There are things you need to do. There are ways you need to go about this stuff without, openly tackling him or openly, you know, challenging his ego, but he will know that okay, you are a no nonsense type of person. A man can know that you're a no nonsense type of woman without you even, quarreling with him, right? Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain. So that was why he walked away, not because he really didn't love you. I don't know what, because he was so mean to sometimes and judge me a lot. So let me tell you something: how to tackle it, how to deal with a guy like this. If a guy does something that you don't like, especially when he gets you very pissed, if you've maybe talked to him before about it and he still does it, what you do is you pull back your energy. Your silence will teach him. Men respond to silence a lot, like a whole lot. It just has to do with your, your, it just has to do with self-restraint or self-control, right? So when you pull back your energy, it communicates to the guy that you don't like what he did. And at the end of the day, you guys will have a conversation about. There are a lot of men that when you want to have a conversation with them about their bad behaviors, they will resist you. But by the time you pull back your energy and you're not dealing with him, like he's sending you messages and you're just responding with one word, right? After a while, it will come back and apologize to you. That's how they that's reverse psychology. That's emotional maturity, right? Um, and I can be submissive without mutual respect. Let me tell you something. You teach. That's one thing. Fine. There are some people that um would there are some people that will treat you in some ways and you will react like immediately, right? But let me tell you, it doesn't work the same way. Sorry about that. Hold on. So basically, let me just communicate something with you. The way you treat somebody that you don't love is not the same way you treat someone you love. If you care about a guy and if you care about a guy and you want something with him, there are a lot of things. If he's actively disrespecting you, then stop dealing with him, but don't bring drama into it. Do not insult him. Don't say mean words to him. Yeah, he can say mean words to you. But if you as a woman you really care about him, don't say mean words to him. Just walk away. You know what that does? It teaches him how to respect you, how to act around you, and men always learn. And let me tell you, you can teach a man how to respect you. It happens. It has happened many times. The way you actually respond is see the way you respond to a man's misbehavior. Okay, if he's a good man, will determine the way he will show up for you. If he's a good man, except the man is just always, always mean and always disrespecting you, then you don't need to deal with that kind of a person at all. But if it's someone that has good sides and he really likes you, okay, and he has this bad attitude of not knowing how to treat you, then teach him. You will teach him how to treat you. And for you to do that, you have to apply a lot of self restraint in the situation. All right. And you have to use silence a lot to teach him how to respect you. So over time, he will start understanding that, okay, this is what she likes, this is what she doesn't like. And if he truly loves you, he will try to not do what you don't like. Basically, that's how it works. Okay. I told him off only because he was so mean to me sometimes and judged me a lot. But it shouldn't be okay for a man to be rude or disrespectful. No, it's not okay. And I can't be submissive without mutual respect. Yes, I didn't pull back. I did pull back and go silent. Then he asked to talk. But when I told him my feelings, he disrespected me and broke up uh, for a second time. After that, I felt played. I don't think he loved me. He, if he did, if he did, then he wouldn't judge me so harsh or be rude. I don't think he cares. All right. If you think that way, then let him go. Let him go. Just work on yourself. Work on your aura. And I agree with you though. I agree with you when you say it judges you harshly. Yes, it judge you harshly, but that's that is the way he is. Like it has to do with his general perception. All right. And he hasn't really come to the fact that sometimes you need to, when you love someone, right? There are a lot of things you need to overlook, a lot of thoughts you need to overlook if you can, and there are a lot of sacrifices you need to make. He hasn't really matured to the extent of knowing that in a relationship, sometimes you have to overlook some stuff. Your person may talk to you in anger, they may just say something callous to you, but you need to let it go. Like if there's no forgiveness in a relationship, that relationship cannot thrive, right? He finds it very difficult to forgive, and that is where I feel like he is immature when it comes to relationship. Okay, so I would say don't reach out to him. Continue to pull back your energy, and if he cares about you, he will come back. I feel like he does. He has a lot of ego, you know. If he can actually, overcome that ego and come back to you, then you need to have a serious conversation with him, and you need to clearly communicate your do's and your don'ts to him so that he will understand that this is what you don't like, this is what you like. All right, and you have to do it. You have to be strict about it, if that makes sense. Okay, but personally, I feel like he does have feelings for you, but he's very immature when it comes to how to deal with emotional relationship. He's not emotionally intelligent. Okay, he's not emotionally intelligent. So basically, that's what I see about him. Uh, if that makes sense. I hope that gives you some kind of clarity. I just can't understand why he even talked to me if he looked down on me. Well, that is you see, that is your perception. It doesn't look down on you. All right. That is your own perception now coming. You're now thinking negatively, and that is not allowed when you are trying to manifest a man back. Do you know what it let me tell you something. Like, let me tell you something. Do you know what it means to be an unapologetic woman? I really need to put all this stuff like out for people to really learn. Do you know what it means to be an unapologetic woman? Do not care what the next person think about you. Do not care what the guy think about you. Okay? That in itself is attraction. It attracts men towards you like a charm, like you did a spell on them, whereas you didn't do anything on them. Okay? Yes. So stop thinking, oh, he looked down on me. Whether I look down on you or not, which is not the case, is none of your business. What you believe is I'm a queen. You need to start doing affirmation. You need to start doing affirmation. Honestly, you do. Look at yourself. You're very beautiful. Maybe you don't know that, but you are. You need to look at yourself and tell yourself, I am the queen. I am the ruler of this kingdom. Oh my gosh. Have you not seen women who are not good looking, but men are running after them? It's because of their belief, you know. It is their belief that is attracting those men towards them. Okay? If you believe that you are a queen, you are a queen. And other people will believe that you're a queen too. If that makes sense. Okay? So self-confidence is very, very good when it comes to relationship. It's very good. And what you tell yourself in secret is very important. It determines what you attract. So stop thinking that somebody's looking down on you and start thinking yourself to be the queen, to be the prize. And you will start seeing the energy change. Okay? Yeah. Oh my God. Do you know that? Sorry. Do you know that I was once like you? When I in my early 20s, I was once like you, and that was why I once had this feelings, this thought, and that was why I started reading books. I've read a lot of books. I've had a lot of experiences. So when it comes to this topic, I'm good. I'm not. I'm not like I'm not trying to praise myself, but I'm good. I'm good if it comes to being a player. I'm not a player. I've never really been a player, but when I meet if a player comes to me, I play the game, honestly. Okay? And I have actually worked on my belief. I don't believe that anybody's better than me. I don't care who you are. If you like, you can be richer. If you like, you can be the president of America. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't I really do not care. Okay? So I feel like, I believe what I believe about myself. And since I believe that I am the prize, I am the gold, how many guys, how many people have asked me for marriage between 2023 and now? Do you know how many people? It's because of belief, self confidence. It's very attractive to a lot of people. It's very attractive to men. It's very attractive to men. Number one, if you work on your oral, you do your cleansing a lot, you work on your oral, and then you work on your belief system. Oh my gosh, you will look very attractive. Even if you are just on a normal day walking without makeup, your hair is scattered, and you're not even well dressed, men will still be attracted to you. Oh my gosh. It's a thing of the mind, I'm telling you. It is. It's a thing of the mind. So once you start caring about what people think about you a lot, the energy, the energy will show. And then when people come close to you, they will see it in you. They will see that you're not confident of yourself. And the next thing is they start playing with you, right? So you need to boost your self-confidence, and you need to put in some beliefs. Remove all those belief systems you have from your subconscious mind and put new ones. Okay? Put new ones. Yeah. Put new ones. Tell yourself, I am the prize. I am the queen in his kingdom. He doesn't see any woman except me. And you know what? It will happen. It will happen. That's just how life goes. That's just how life goes. So it starts with working on yourself, okay? And working on your belief. Um, yeah. So please give me your last question. Mhm. You need to heal. You need someone to really help you, tell you how to show up. You need someone to teach you these things, honestly. And you need to work on yourself, both your oral and your self belief. That's what I see in you. By reading for you, that's what I see. Once you can do those two things, it will affect your life greatly in a very positive way, even your business. It will affect everything in your life, and you will be shocked. you'll be shocked where you will be in the next 6 months. You'll be in a better place. Okay. So um, work on your self confidence. It's very important. It's very, very important. All right. Please give me your last question. Even if he comes back, will it last? Should I thought about him? Should I forget about him? All right. Um, Two of Pentacles, juggling. That's the first card. Temperance, balance. Seven of Swords. Sorry, Seven of Pentacles, hard work. All right. Working on something over time. Six of Cups, alignment, and then you have Eight of Wands. Back and forth communication. Yes, there is a possibility that it's going to last if you know how to work on it. It needs work. It needs continuous effort. It needs work. It needs understanding each other. All right. It needs balance. Okay. And it needs clear communication. So yeah, that's just all the aspect I'm telling you now, right? Understanding, communication, continuous effort, right? And balance is what will help this connection. It has potential of lasting, yes. All right. It's going to start as unserious, Two of Pentacles, as one person not giving attention to this connection, not putting in their, being distracted from this connection. But with time, okay, it becomes aligned, right? After, with much understanding, with continuous efforts and communication. So yes, it's up to you to forget this or not, but I'm telling you now that there is potential in this. Join my full moon ritual if you wish. It will help you. All right. If you want to manifest him back, or you want to manifest, you know, um, um, a relationship, join my full moon ritual. It will help you. Okay. Over time, it will help you align. Right. And you do love this guy. You have, look at this. You have Queen of Cups. You do love this guy. Like that. Well, today is the last day, anyways. I'm not going to take payment after today because I have to start um, doing the work today. So yeah. So that's what I have for you. There is potential if you wish to pursue this. To pursue this, there is potential in this, right? But it needs a lot of work, and you also need to work on yourself as well. Your belief system, the way you handle stuff. You need to learn how to know how to handle things like this as well. Um, and it needs some time. All right. So that's just what I see. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide whether you want to move on from him or not. Right. I feel like I messed it up, but it did too. Yeah, even. Yeah. Yes. He did mess it up too. Yeah. But then the way you handle it, the way you handle it too also matters, you know. So my advice for you is to align yourself energetically, spiritually, and physically to the marriage vibration or to the committed relationship vibration. All right, put in work in yourself. He may come back, or another guy will come. Somebody will come definitely. Either him or someone else will come and act the right way if you keep on aligning. Very important. All right. So um, that's what I have for you. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. You're welcome. Yeah, yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Are you serious? All right, thank you so much for your donation, Sally Sally. Please post your question. How does his family think and feel about me? They know about you. We never met, but I'm sure he said things. Okay. How does his family think and feel about? How does another family think and feel about suicide? Do they think and feel about suicide? So you have the Nine of Cups, you have Four of Pentacles, you have Two of Wands, Empress, Seven of Cups, and the Sun card. They don't hate you, right? They don't hate you. I feel like he has described you as a very um, valuable woman, a very attractive woman, a very caring and loving woman. Like, in fact, he has told them how wifely you are, if that makes sense, right? Like you are the right person for him and all those good stuff. So whatever I told them was good, good things about you. But I feel like the family is not open towards you. You have a Four of Pentacles here. They are not open towards you. They are not actually like, it's not like they hate you, but at the same time they don't like. It's not like they like you. They don't like you. They don't hate you. They are just in the middle, right? Obviously, they don't know you yet, and they feel like they feel like he may be rushing into a connection with you as well. Like maybe he should explore other women, or he should have other options. For him to choose from, right? So it's not about them hating you, it's just about them feeling like, you know, he needs a woman that will make him happy and he needs more options, if that makes sense. So they don't hate you and at the same time they don't like you. They're just looking for, the betterment of his own well-being. And I feel like there is an advice here of him also having other options for now and not just having options to choose from. That's the idea. Okay. So that's how they feel overall. Okay. So nothing out of the ordinary here. Hi, how are you doing? I thought maybe they hate me. No, no. I'm not saying it, but they are just, their energy is not open to you, okay? But they don't hate you. How do they feel about Bayern? Do you know if they know her? How do they feel about, how does Nada's family feel about Bayern? How do they feel about Bayern? So you have the Seven of Wands under the deck. Resistance, resistance. And then you have Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Magician, King of Cups, and Six of Swords. They feel like she's a little bit manipulative and you know, so you have Six of Swords, right? So they want him to move away from her because they feel like she's manipulating, like they feel like she's manipulative of him, and you know, his love for her is not real. All right, so the energy towards her is Knight of Wands, and that's not a friendly energy. Overall, what is the energy towards Byron? All right, so the energy towards Byron is storm warning, meaning that they do not like her at all. Like she could cause a problem in the family. All right, so they feel like she could cause a problem in the family. They feel like she's a problem, right? And they feel like she confuses him and manipulates him, and he needs to like walk away from her, if that makes sense. So they do not want her, they do not want her energy around. But at the end of the day, it still depends on his own decision here. Okay. What did you expect? What did you expect? This is a no, no, no energy, because I mean you have some serious cards here. You have the first card here is Knight of Wands, not a good card, and that goes to the Seven of Cups, confusion energy, and then you have Six of Swords, you have Seven of Wands, and you have Storm Warning. This Storm Warning is the worst card in this deck. Okay, it's the worst. It's catastrophe, honestly. All right. So they do not they see her for who she truly is, and I've told you before that she's a very wise person. You know, she's a very wise person, and she could be cunning sometimes, and it's helping her, if that makes sense. It's helping her. She knows how to deal with stuff, right? So that's the energy. Yeah. All right. Give me the last question, please. All right. All right, so let's look. Sorry for the silence. Let's look at your third question. So my brother is married recently to my brother is married. Recently, a woman named Mel was very mean and disrespectful to him about our family. Mel is his partner's cousin. Why would she do that to him? It totally came out of nowhere. His first initial is H. This is a question you look at as a full reading, right? But let's just see what's going on here. I may not see everything because it's just a 5 card reading, okay? But um I will try to channel what I can for you, okay? So let's see why um you would treat him that way. So spirit, why would Mel? Hi Sonam, how are you doing? Why will why is Mel disrespectful all of a sudden to his brother, her brother-in-law H? You know, when people are drunk, that's when they say their real intentions. Like that's when they say they like take it take it seriously because that's what she's been hiding inside of her, if that makes sense. Okay. So oh thank you. I wish you the same. All right. Mm, oh thank you. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. All right. This doesn't say anything, but this talks about the second chakra. Oh, it says a lot. It says a lot. Although I already got what I wanted to get from this card. All right. This is the sacral chakra. This is the sex chakra. All right. Um, and this is action. King of Swords, the Moon. All right. Have a nice day. And then you have 10 of Pentacles. Then you have 3 of Swords. I am not sure. I am not very sure right now, but my intuition is telling me something from the cards. This lady doesn't like your brother very much. All right? She's hot. Okay, this goes. So if you want to really get like, all the situation, all the scenarios, we have to check her energy towards your brother, your brother's energy towards her, and our energy towards our own sister, our cousin, and your brother's wife's energy towards her. There is something going on here. All right. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, lets me understand that, it makes me feel like there is sexual attraction here. All right. And this energy makes me feel somebody is calculative under the scene and not liking a situation under the scene. And then this tells me someone is heartbroken by how well things is going on for someone. All right. So Mel is heartbroken that either, you know, so let me just tell you the summary of this. I feel like she's attracted to your brother, and I feel like she's angry that she cannot get him. And that brings me to what kind of energy does she have towards her own sister? Okay, there could be some kind of jealousy here that her sister got the man, if that makes sense, or her sister got the kind of man that she wanted. You have the Seven of Swords here. She's a very deceptive person and she's not showing all of herself. And that is why I said when someone is drunk, that's when you know their true self. What they are hiding will come out, okay? All right. So I feel like there is jealousy here between her and even her cousin, right? That the cousin got the kind of man that she wants, and she's heartbroken. She's genuinely heartbroken over their marriage. She doesn't like the marriage, and you see, your brother treats him like a sister, and this is where the king of swords, the king of swords is very important because your brother is being, unemotional towards her, and she doesn't like it. Low key, she doesn't like it. She's in love with him. She wants him. Okay, she wants him. And when some women want a guy, they become mean to him or say something to put him down. All right, and that is what I see here. There is jealousy here. There is attraction here as well. Oh my gosh. Um, so that's what I see basically. She's jealous of her cousin. She's attracted to your brother. She doesn't know how to. She's heartbroken over the relationship. She doesn't know how to, you know, um, show her frustration. She has been frustrated about it. But the her getting drunk, I know she would say she would give an excuse that she was drunk, but she had that in her mind ever since, you know, and being drunk just made it easier for her to say it, if that makes sense. But the truth is that she wants him. That it happens a lot, you know. There is a sense of competition going on here, but you guys don't know. All right. My brother is cutting her off. It's very disappointing. I'm interested to see. This is sad because my brother treats her like a sister. Mel is gay, and so is my brother. Not to put his business out. Do you know if she's a lady, right? You know if she's bisexual? You know that. There's something that has to do with sex in here. All right. So sex and attraction. So some people may identify as gay, but in reality they are not. They can actually, you know, have, you know, sex with the other person. But let me tell you something. It's two things. One, she wants him sexually. Two, there is a sense of jealousy and competition between her and the cousin. Okay. I don't know if it's coming from both ends, but it's obviously coming from her end. Okay. but his husband is a cousin. Oh, okay. So basically, it's just from a place of spite. All right. There's something is working for the cousin and it's not working for her. And from a place of disappointment, sexual disappointment as well. Yeah. Not only that, not only that, she's attracted to your brother. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. She's attracted to him. And she's heartbroken over the my gosh. She's very attracted to your brother. Not just attracted, very attracted. You know when somebody wants to be intimate with you and you do not allow them to be intimate, a time will come where they will become sexually frustrated. That is the point where she is right now. Okay? Yeah. So this confirms the fact that she's sexually frustrated. She's overwhelmed with the feelings of wanting to be intimate with him. Okay, and that's why I don't believe that she's gay. I believe she's bi. Okay, there are a lot of women that become gay because they are frustrated that it didn't work out with them with men. It's very rampant. Okay, a lot of people became gay because especially women, because the other um, gender did not favor them in relationships, and then they become gay. A lot of women are like that, especially I've actually met a lot of women like that in the US. People from US being like that. Even some people from my country. Yeah. So yes, a lot of women they start calling themselves gay because in reality they are really bisexuals, not gay. I will need to do another full reading with you later. All right. Thank you so much for coming around, Solly. I really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for the donation. And I also thank Elisa as well. Um, thank you guys for your support. Thank you for coming. You're welcome. And I wish you all the best, Solly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.